Hey everybody, it's Eric from EPAutos.com, your libertarian car guy. This is a public service from somebody who's been in the car business a long time and knows a little bit about it. Not everything, but I do know some things about it. You may have seen these commercials. They're on regular TV, they're on the internet, they're on radio, advertising these extended car warranties. And the tagline is typically, never pay for a covered repair again. Pay close attention to that language, particularly the part about a covered repair. What you'll find out if you buy into one of these warranties, which they try to sell as, hey, we'll cover any car. It doesn't matter how old it is, doesn't matter how many miles it has. We'll write you a policy. Of course they will. They want you to pay for the policy. Well, they're not going to cover the repair, almost certainly. Covered repair means that whenever you need it to be paid for, they won't, because they'll find some catch in the fine print that nobody reads, which will exclude them from having any responsibility to pay for whatever the repair is. Really important to understand this. They play on people's susceptibility to getting a free lunch and to people not understanding that businesses aren't in the business of paying money. They're in the business of making money. And businesses like this don't give you anything at all in return for your money other than a vague promise to deliver something, which of course they probably won't. Now, I know that some people, especially people who aren't motorheads, gearheads, people who can fix vehicles on their own, are mortified about having to deal with something that goes awry with their vehicle. And I get that, because I'm the same way with the computers. I don't know anything about computers. And when something stops working, I kind of flip out about it because I have no idea how to deal with it. So I have to go deal with somebody who does, and I have to trust that they're going to treat me fairly and not rip me off and all of that. So I get it. I understand the fear that people have about car repairs. And I understand that psychologically they feel better when they think they've got coverage, that if they get hit with a big bill, they're not going to have to pay for it. It's going to be covered. But it's really, really important to understand that probably that repair isn't going to be covered. And I'm not saying that all extended warranties are sketchy. They're not. Manufacturer-backed ones, do your due diligence, sometimes can save you a lot of money. I'm talking about these sketchy ones that are touted on TV ads, and particularly the ones that say, doesn't matter how old your car is, doesn't matter how many miles it is. That's ridiculous. You're driving a 10-year-old car that's got 150,000 miles, I guarantee you they're not going to give you a new transmission when your transmission falls out of the thing. So here's the straight dope. You are far better off simply putting money aside every month for just in case. You don't have to put aside a lot because it compounds and accrues over time. Put aside $100 every month, just put it in the proverbial cookie jar, and at the end of just 1 year, you will have $1,200. At the end of 2, you'll have $2,400. And $2,400 will pay for a lot of repairs even today. 3, 4 years, you've got enough to pay for something major, like having to put a new transmission in the car. And the really great thing about it is, if you don't need the major repair, you still got the cash. But, if you do have to pay for something, boy, it's nice to be able to just pay for it, and not have to worry about, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to put this on my credit card with a 26% interest rate compounded monthly that's going to dig me into a financial hole I'm probably never going to be able to dig myself out of. Don't do that. The key thing is to set aside the money and prepare for the rainy day. Again, I know people aren't comfortable with it, and that's one of the reasons why people buy new cars, because they think, well, if I get a new car, I won't have to worry about that. Of course, they're going to have to worry about spending $700, $800, $900 a month on a new car payment. Think about that. Even if you're driving a beater, let's say you drive an old beater, and once or twice a year you have to put $600 or $800 into the thing. Doesn't that beat having to spend $800 every month on a new car payment? Think about the math there. So, twice a year you maybe have to put $600 or $800 into the thing. Not a big deal, especially if you put aside that money that you would have been spending every month on a new car payment. This is my personal advice. For what it's worth, your mileage may vary. More over at EPAutos.com, the web's best libertarian gearhead site. Thanks as always for listening, and we'll have more for you again soon.